Well, Johnny, a solid base to work upon in training this week after the win last weekend.
Yeah, good win last weekend. Important win, and it's been a really important week on the training pitch because every game now is obviously huge. But going away to Doncaster, are obviously a bit of a direct rival as far as where they are in the league. This has obviously got extra significance as well with the state of play. So it's nice to have that win. And it's nice to have that week to build into a game like this because it's tough opposition, and you know, the harder the game, the more time you want to prepare, really.
Grant McCann, of course, a person that you know very well on the pitch in the technical areas. Well, I should imagine it'll be very competitive once it kicks off. Yeah,
it will be. You know, I had some great games against Grant down the years as a player, and a few now as a coach and manager. And I think what him and Cliffy Byrne have done there is great, really. The job that they've done throughout their career. He's had a couple of stints at Donny, so we respect them fully as a staff. We respect their squad and their players. They're a good team and they're where they are for a reason. So that's why it's important to get the work in. But we go there confident. We go there feeling like, you know, we've obviously had a good game with them earlier in the season where we managed to get the win. So we know we're capable of that, and obviously it just needs to be one that we're looking at to go there and try and get the points so we can claw them back in.
Yeah, it was a really important win last time, of course, a number of close shaves, but we capitalised upon a mistake.
Yeah, I think these are two really evenly matched teams, highly competitive. You know, my team always leaves it all out there, whether we win or lose, and so do they. So I think you're going to see two teams bang at it. We know how important it is, what's at stake, and I expect it to be a close fought game, and it might be decided by something like that, a mistake, a little bit of quality, something out of the ordinary, which was sort of the difference really last week in a close game. We come up with a real good moment of quality to score a goal, the winning goal, smudge. Good work by Ozzy and Joe to set it up. So the game needed something like that to separate two teams, and it might be the same again.
Of course, it's the other way round as well now. We don't want to let them get away because they're the team with the game in hand, aren't they? Yeah. But they got a tough one. They go to Salford next midweek, so there's no gimmies in this league, and we can't worry about that game and how they're going to get on in that. What we can try and affect is tomorrow. So yeah, it's important that obviously if we don't get a win, or if they get a win, that puts a fair bit of distance between us and them. There's no getting away from that at this stage. So that makes it much more difficult to claw them back. But we just have to look at trying to get 3 points and what that will do for us in our push. After this, there's 4 games. We'll be sat here in a week after the Easter weekend, 10 days, whatever that is, with 2 games left. So every game sounds like a broken record now, but every game's massive. Every game is important, and it's the next one. None more so than the next one. So we go up there giving it everything. Another glorious day out here, sunshine beating down. These pitches are taking a bit of watering though. Yeah, fair play to the ground staff because it's been tough down here with no rain, and obviously the way that we can't always get the water coverage on the pitch constantly. So they've done a good job. It was a nice surface that we got, as good as it's been for a long while today. Obviously the weather definitely helps. Got my legs out for once. It's been a while. They're a bit pasty, but lovely. It's got that spring football feel about it, which means that you get into the business end. That it's got that feel in the air. It's going to be like this tomorrow at lunchtime kickoff. So we're looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing as many supporters up there as we can, because we're going to need them. Turning to team news, is there any update on Marcus Browne? Yeah, Brownie won't make it. Brownie's still a little bit away. So. Yeah, don't ask me about him for another couple of games, okay. Probably, or another week anyway, Rob, and then I might have a bit more. But yeah, he won't be involved. But Sam Hutchinson and Myles Hippolyte both involved in full training now. Yes. Myles is a little bit further behind because of the injury that he had. Sam's a little bit closer. It's just obviously he's only had really today to train, so we'll have to make a call on him. But the safer thing will be to get him prepared for Chesterfield. So we'll just have to look at that and see whether we take a risk with him. But he looks fine. Functionally, he looks fine. But it's just knowing that he's had 2 niggly injuries out and only a day's training, which makes it a bit of a risk to involve him. Everyone else okay? Yeah, everyone else is good. Yeah, it's obviously competition for places, food for thought around team selection. Obviously, we've got a good win under our belt, and a lot of lads played really well, but a lot of lads came on and impacted the game really well. So this is what we're going to need again. Whatever 11 we go with, that won't be the 11 that finishes, and the boys that come on, they need to impact the game the way that they did last week. Whether that's to go and get the win, whether that's to see the win through, or whatever that looks like, we need that impact from the bench. So. Whatever way we go with it, everyone needs to be ready.
So the session's done, it's an early kick-off tomorrow. You're pretty much out of here after lunch now, yeah?
Yeah, we need to get on the road. This interview's gone on a little bit longer than that. I'm only joking. We need to get off really. Heading up north on a Friday afternoon, you never quite know what you're in store for. M1, A1, so we'll just get back now. We'll shower up, we'll have a little bit of lunch, and then we'll get on the road. And it's always nice on your travels. As a player, always enjoyed the Friday nights. It's the same as staff, that we can get together tonight, debrief the week, and hopefully prepare the boys right for tomorrow.
And just finally as well, everybody's really happy to see Matty Stevens do the contract extension. Perhaps any more things, announcements, perhaps on the way?
Hopefully. We've got some conversations ongoing. Matty's has been going on for a while, but pretty straightforward in the end to get done. Obviously delighted that he's committed to us. He's been excellent for us this season. The amount of goals that he's scored, he's been great for us. We've been great for him. So we want to keep that going. And there's a few more that we want to tie down. So when you're at this stage of the season, it's it is important, but your focus has to be on the games. And hopefully we can get the other things tied up neatly before the end of the season.
Thanks for your time, Johnny.
All right.